In 2009, vendors of Nakasero, Owino and Shauri Yako markets rejected the management of their markets by Shaila Investments, a subsidiary company to Haba Group Uganda Ltd, owned by business tycoon Hassan Basajabalaba. They instead appealed to the president to be allowed to manage their markets by themselves, a prayer that was headed by the head of state. But there was a dilemma. Basajabalaba's companies had entered contracts with the then Kampala State Council to manage these markets, and a breach of contract would mean that the businessman is compensated. Basajabalaba demanded compensation of 21 billion shillings to Owino market, 61 billion shillings for Nakasero market, 20 billion shillings for Shauri Yako market, and another 27 billion shillings for the Constitutional Square. It is now emerging that an interministerial committee set by the government agreed with Basajabalaba that he be paid 80 billion shillings. But details now emerging shows the businessman did receive 142 billion shillings instead, most of the money secured by government as loans from commercial banks.
The same committee was the one which entertained the appeal against their earlier recommendation?
That is what the record shows, yes.
The Public Accounts Committee this morning grilled the Solicitor General Harriet Rwabi, asking her to explain how her office sanctioned this payment and why this figure was inflated to 142 billion shillings from 80 billion shillings.
The varying of the amount was not the decision of the Solicitor General. Consequently, the Solicitor General communicated that information to the Attorney General. So the approval is made by the Attorney General.
Most of these things were even done before you were actually in that office. Why don't you tell us?
That is
the Attorney General, we shall call him. Fortunately, there is even a new Attorney General. The one who did this, we shall call him here.
NTV has obtained copies of letters indicating how payment was carried out. The manner of payment and the mobilization of funds are contained in the correspondence between former Finance Minister Syda Bbumba and the Governor Bank of Uganda Tumusime Mutebile.
To come tomorrow and report, I have admitted that I do not have that information in my mind.
In a letter dated 3rd December 2010, Bbumba directed Mutebile to pay Basajabalaba, quoting a directive from President Museveni. Another letter confirms Mutebile sourcing loans from commercial banks to pay off the businessman. Copies of the letter indicate that $20 million was obtained from Orient Bank, $40 million from United Bank of Africa, $10 million from Tropical Bank, and another $1,010,000 from Bank of Baroda for the purpose. The Oversight Public Accounts Committee expressed shock after it learned that payment may have taken place based on a consent judgment obtained by Basajabalaba from the High Court. Jjingo Francis, NTV, Parliament.